Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. We have a special show tonight, so get ready, get ready. We're waiting for the co-host Rory Penland, the man of 1,000 voices. He's coming up. Get ready. Hello, everybody. Welcome to No Icing, season 5. Actually, I think I've had almost 100, over 135 episodes of No Icing to date. And tonight we have a very, very special, amazing show planned for you guys. And we're waiting for Rory. He should be here soon. He's not here yet. He's the man of 1,000 voices. We love Rory. So when he comes up, but for now, I'm going to bring you our amazing guests that are in the green room. Mr. Robin Henkel and Billy Watson are here to join you on the stage.
Ho ho! Well, since Roy's not here, we can do our own impersonations. You know. I don't know how to do any though.
Nice.
I am the president. Who was that?
I saw some of his stuff. It was pretty good.
Well, cool beans. Thanks for having us on. You know, earlier you were saying, are you guys going to have dinner? And I said, well, no. And she says, well, you got to have dinner. And I go, well, you're our mom now.
Well,
so we're going to be your mom and lecture you about something, you know. Of course, that wasn't it's exaggeration to say a lecture, you know.
I mean, sometimes, you know, you're running around. You guys are so, Robin, you're so busy running around. You're doing a million things. You give lessons, private lessons. You do gigs all around San Diego. You're going to be playing. Is it safe to say the secret's out?
Tomorrow. And I've been working on music for the last really 2 weeks, not exaggerating. I got a big stack of music books for each guy in the band. Well, you know, for each horn in the band that has his own book. And even the drummer reads music. Well, kind of, you know, Paul.
Yeah.
But so anyway, I've been, yeah.
Oh, man.
He's playing.
He's the
with
best.
Gunnar Biggs.
Oh, that's gonna be.
It'll be rocking.
That's a crazy band.
Rocking it out. So what are you doing, Billy Watson?
I just do a few little gigs here and there. I think next week I'll be at the Poorhouse in Oceanside, and at the where I got 2 gigs, the Poorhouse and then Humphreys on Wednesday.
Really? Yeah, this coming Wednesday?
Next Wednesday, Humphreys. I've got Nucci on the gig.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Nathan
she knows
James.
Nucci.
That's right.
She knows Sandie.
Oh yeah.
What's her face? Stacy Messerschmidt.
Stacy.
Right. Nucci and Nathan James and Troy Sando will be on that one. And then,
really?
Yeah, and then on the other gig at the Poorhouse, it's kind of a heavy band. Marty Dotson on the drums, and then John Baz from the Blasters on the bass, and Adrian Demain on guitar. So it'll be a nutty couple of gigs.
What kind of place is the Poorhouse?
The Poorhouse is a happening joint in Oceanside that hires all kinds of bands. I think it's a tremendous place. It's very unique. At night, they'll hire bands that are eccentric and crazy and wild. They have no problem hiring 4 punk bands in a row. And then in the early hours, they'll hire like a blues band or a, you know, more eclectic Americana music. But but they have all kinds of music there, and it's a heavy. There's a little dance floor and bar and everything, and a stage with a sound man. So that's the best.
I think a question just came in for Billy, right?
A question.
Yeah, we had a Chip Cop. He's been on my show. He's like an animal expert. He also sings and plays guitar. He plays amazing music. He said, what does Billy Watson do? Is he a movie producer or something?
Better than that, a musician.
Well, that's funny. No, that's all right. That's a good
band
question.
leader.
I'm a band leader. I hire a different band every night, and I know all the guys up and down the coast, all the blues guys. I've hired them all, and I've had a lot of fun doing that. But I'm a harmonica player, and I front my own band, the International Silver String Submarine Band, and we've been doing that for 3 decades. So there you have it.
Yeah.
Thanks for the question, though, Chip.
Yeah. Tell me how you probably told me, but I forgot. How did you get the name International Silver String Submarine Band?
Oh, yeah.
Is that a story behind that?
Oh, for sure. When I was a little kid, I used to watch the Little Rascals all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And there was an episode called Mike Fright where they crashed a really highfalutin, snobby talent show with a long-winded name. It was like a gag name. And it had such an impact on me that it inspired me to play music and not just be a harmonica player, but to be an entertainer as well. So, that's where that came from.
Wow.
A lot of people make fun of me because the band is so long, the name is so long, and it's really just a joke. And if you see the episode, you'll see what musicians what they went through back in the 20s and still go through now. It's like the same. Nothing's changed. It's kind of a unique episode. It shows everything guys go through getting the gig, not getting recognition, showing up to the gig, and everyone's, they're skeptical of what you're going to do. You have to win the audience over.
Manager forgot the money.
Everything. That episode shows it all, and it's hilarious. It's one of the funniest Little Rascals episodes you'll ever see. So I try to tell people that, and halfway through my story, most of them fall asleep. So.
Cool beanie weenies.
Robin's going to be playing. Is it safe to say, Robin, you're going to be at the Music Awards this year?
Yes. Yeah.
San Diego Music Awards for those of those of you that are watching from out of state. It's a very big performance, and all the money goes towards raising money for guitars for kids in school. So it's a really good cause. And Robin's going to be performing. I'm going to be there. Billy, are you going to go?
I don't know if I'm going to make it this year, but I tell you, if Robin Henkel is performing, that's a hit. And most of the bands that do perform at that event are always really good. So it's a big deal when you play that event, and Robin Henkel is a big deal. So there you go.
Facts.
I'm trying to puff myself up and get bigger.
Yeah.
It only expands to about this much. So yeah. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I'm going to be performing. Actually, Kevin Hellman, the producer of the show, asked Whitney if she could put together me, Whitney Shea, Anthony Collins, and Earl Thomas and call it an all-star show. And we just found out actually today that Earl has to bow out because he has to go back to the East Coast. So Whitney and Anthony and I are going to do it. And, we might find a replacement and get somebody else to do that fourth person. We don't know. That's up in the air, but the performance is on. And so
that's going to be cool.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
That's awesome.
Cool beanie weenies.
How cool. Yeah, Chip, you should come out for it. They're selling tickets right now. You can still get a ticket. Chip does like wildlife rehabilitation and rescue.
Really?
I had a baby possums in my yard, and I called Chip. I was like, what do? I need help. Wow. One of them, I had a couple baby possums in my yard. And so one of them, and my dog was going to get it. So I saved it from the dog. And then I called ended up calling the Humane Society, and they come and take them. But one of them escaped, and then another one that came through my yard was like wounded and damaged, and
Sure.
like his back legs weren't working. So I don't know.
Oh God.
But Chip's the guy. he handles all kinds of wildlife like that.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. Possums are special too, you know. That's what you found, a possum. Yeah, they got a bad rap, you know. They look nasty, and
Yeah.
they look like they'll bite you, and they're terrifying, but they're actually the most docile, timid animal, and they have a lot of environmental impact. They help the environment greatly. You know, if you look
Marcy Coyle.
look at
Oh my
Marcy.
God.
I'm Marcy.
Marcy says, "Hi, kids."
And that's what we are,
We are
kids.
just kids.
We got 3 of us, now 4.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. The fella helps out with those possums and stuff. Those are great animals.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was scared of it. It had teeth. It was like I had to put on the landscaping gloves, you know.
Yeah.
But they're the only natural marsupial in the United States. So they eat over like I don't know, over 10,000 ticks a year or something crazy like that. So to keep Lyme disease down and all those other horrible things you get from ticks,
Fathead wants to say hi.
we need them.
Well, I don't know if she wants to.
Cathead.
Where's Cathead? Wait.
Right here in front of my face.
Oh, she's a legend.
Yeah, she is. I should throw
Legendary.
a Philly, but she's transatlantic.
Transatlantic cathead.
Oh, everybody loves Cathead.
Yeah.
So wait, you guys are actually sitting. People that are watching don't know this, but you guys are actually sitting right next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? Boing. Boing.
So wait,
Fun.
are you gonna? I heard their rumor that you guys were gonna play a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want us to do a song?
Well, I was waiting for Rory, but it's 7:14. What do you guys think?
Forget it. Forget it. We'll take care of all of the impressions from this point on. I just wait.
You got some good ones, Robin. You're really good at.
Messenger and you know.
Everybody loves your Johnny Cash
Bogart,
impression.
Popeye.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Michael Cherry had the Popeye thing down though.
Oh yeah.
How
I
about
always-
Johnny Cash, Robin? You always do a good Johnny Cash.
I don't know. I am Johnny Cash. That's what I used to do on TikTok when people would go, what's one of his songs? I hear my train a coming.
Yeah.
Can you play that? And I always think, this is the mind of an egotistical, meaning myself, musician. It says, I can play that damn song, but I'm not going to. It's like, what is this? What do you think this is? Like, that's a $25 song, D,
All right,
the
buddy.
people's key of D.
Oh,
You got it, Billy. Sometimes I'm walking down the road, I get all messed up. I forget where I'm going. This ain't nothing like anything I'd ever seen before. When I see her, my trash starts overflowing. She's slippery. Oh, yeah! Light like a watermelon seed. Are you paying attention, Marcy? She got everything I need. Creeping into my dreams when I'm sleeping in the night. This little girl has got me wrapped up real tight. I don't know her name or who she is. She's got me all messed up like nobody's beeswax. Let me hear you say it. All messed up. Like a watermelon seed. She's sure enough is slippery. She got everything I need. I hear that train coming, rolling round the bend. What about that, Sandie Dee? Are you still here? Did you dump us? Oh.
Look at Sandie. She's so sweet.
She takes good care of us, you know. She cut my hair. See my new haircut?
Oh yeah, let's see. Ah,
Yeah. I gotta
Nice.
mess it. I always
it's
have
a
to
little bit of a hat head, but yeah.
Did
If you
good.
put a little water, and if you want to know an old punk rock trick for doing your hair, I got an old punk rock trick.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Well, you can tell me, but I don't know if I'll do it.
it's not recommended for like in the hair industry. It's not recommended. I have a license in 2 states, but it's not recommended. But it's a punk rock trick that I learned from somebody I knew that was into punk rock and a surfer. And you take the Irish Spring bar soap.
Okay.
You take that Irish Spring soap, you just get a little wet, and then you spike your hair up with that. And then it'll dry like gel. It'll dry like stiff.
Wow.
So why do you do that rather than just use a gel?
Because well, it depends what kind of gel, but I guess it's easy to find. You can find that
Right,
kind of soap
yeah.
like in
And
many
like
countries.
guys don't want to be seen in gel, you know.
Different countries you could do it. I don't know. I guess they have, I'm sure they have professional stuff as the equivalent, but an old
Right.
fashioned
Easy to-
trick is take the Irish Spring, and it smells good too. And in the
Yeah, yeah,
summer,
right.
in the summertime, like if you're out skateboarding all day or surfing all day, whatever, you just put that Irish Spring in there, get it a little wet, and you could reshape it.
Uh-huh.
You know,
That's
just
good
go in the
tip.
bathroom, add a little water, and reshape it. And it's like give you a whole hair will have a whole new life and last the rest of the night.
That's great.
I can see at the Casino Inn, I go in and do that to my hair and I walk out and it beats me up, you know.
Beat you up.
That's what had happened, you know. Hey, punk rocker, get over here. So Billy
Oh, wait.
Watson, you're in the surfing business too.
I am.
Talk to
I
us.
never knew that. Robin, you didn't tell me he was in
Frank
surfing
is-
business. Surfing.
Yeah, Frank surfs and everything. We talked about this on Sunday, but yeah, I've been working at Mitch's Surf Shop in Solana Beach since 1998, and it's great big fun. and it's probably the best job I've ever had in my whole life, and next to playing music. And what's cool is they always let me go play music when I have to. And I got my buddy Marty Dotson a job there, who's one of the best drummers in the world
really?
for blues. And he and I work there together, and we have a million laughs, and it's just a real great place, you know. But,
Look at the comments are coming in rapid fire.
Marcy's like, "Are you a surfer and a comedian too?" I'm a comedian surfer. I don't get to surf as much as I wish I could. You know, I work a lot, and surfing's become kind of strange. You know, surfing's very crowded now, and I don't know. It takes a lot to get to the beach where I live in Escondido now. So,
hey, Daniel.
Hey, buddy. But it's kind of cool. But that's that. You know, I work at that surf shop, and that's a world-renowned surf shop. I've seen the T-shirts in Europe. I've seen them all over the place. I've been waiting to board another airplane while I went on tour with
Newfoundland.
Nathan James, and I've seen the Mitch's T-shirts all over the world. So it's kind of cool. It's a very historic place. Of course, the La Jolla one was the first location, 1967, first surf shop in San Diego, and we sell all kinds of great stuff: resin, blanks, wetsuits, surfboards, T-shirt, you know, all that stuff. So come down and see me. I'm there every day.
And
Marcy.
You're right next to Surf Ride where I used to work.
That's right. And I never knew you worked there. Isn't that crazy? It's a small world.
Well, they kept me busy, man. They didn't give me breaks. Any breaks I had to eat my lunch. I would go to Roberto's taco shop and I would get some lunch because I was starving.
That's crazy. That's funny.
Well, when you work in a surf shop, it's not, you're not really going to be going to other surf shops.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Although
it's like if you work in a guitar shop, are you going to really go? Like you might go to
really?
the NAMM.
I mean, you might know people that work there.
Yeah.
Depends on the guitar shops too, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might. Daniel Rule, he's a one-handed guitarist, guys. He plays acoustic guitar. He lost his hand as a kid. He's been on my show. He's watching.
Wow.
He plays acoustic guitar, but he uses a zip tie on where he lost his hand, and he plays with the zip tie.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
We've got to check you out, Daniel.
You gotta check him out. He's gonna come back on. He's been having some health issues, but he's gonna come back on.
Hey, Tara.
Hi, Tara.
There's somebody here from Newfoundland.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that, Robin.
Is that Patsy?
Do you know Patsy?
Patsy
No,
Reed.
I don't.
Hi, Patsy Reed.
Thanks for joining us, Patsy. Hey,
Nice.
get out of there.
That's it.
Cat's trying to drink my soda water.
Yeah, she's
Cat,
so
yeah.
Oh,
sweet.
cat head.
Oh,
Poor cat.
she's sweet.
You
You guys sounded so good together. You guys are like
sound quality
so like magic together. When you guys, yes, the quality. Oh my gosh. What do you guys in the audience say? Did you
Let's
guys
do another one.
want to do another? Yeah, do another one. What do you guys tell us in the audience what you guys think about Robin and Billy? They have a magic together, a magical presence together on stage. You guys are very rare to witness this. Very amazing.
Do you say, is it correct to say Newfoundland or do you say Newfoundland? Or does it matter? Help us out. We don't know.
Oh yeah.
I'm in G now.
Okay, buddy.
In fact, I got this riff from you when you were playing Rolling and Tumbling. Hey, Tara. I'm doing really fine. I got this riff. I walked into Gordon Biersch Brewery one time and you were playing Rolling and Tumbling.
Oh, yeah.
And you were using this riff.
It's the sending bass line.
Take me for a ride in your Mustang, Rita. Take me for a drive so I can get satisfied chillin' take me for a ride in your punky blue jet. Take me for a ride in your Mustang Rita. We could watch lights flicker as we ride along right. Bump and glide down El Cajon Boulevard, Bobita. Slide me down the alleyway in the sweetness of this night. It's a 65 with an inline 6. Always grumbling to be fixed. Is wire hanging out from behind the dash. Always begging for more cash. You wonder if it's going to start. But this machine is a breed apart. When it gets warmed up, it's almost smooth. Passes the 20-foot rule. Billy! Hey, look at there, Scott Smart.
Our buddy Scott.
All right, I'm going to tell you some more stuff. It's a 65 with the inline 6. Always grumbling to be fixed. Is the wire hanging from behind the dash. Always begging for some more cash. You wonder if it's going to start. At this machine is a breed apart. When it gets warmed up, it's almost smooth. Passes the 20-foot rule. Take me for a drive in your Mustang Rita. Take me for a ride in y'all's funky sled. Cruising with my girl is where I really like being. So I can say I lived before I'm dead. Washington, Pacific Highway, Rosecrans. Hey, let's go eat at Roberto's across from Les Girls. Back on Highway 8 and south on 805. Skyline, Imperial, Chula Vista, Barrio Logan. Take me for a ride in your Mustang, Rita. Take me for a ride, Billy. Michael Pritchett. Take me for a ride in your Mustang, Rita. Take me for a ride so I can get satisfied chilling with my favorite little villain. Take me for a drive in your punky blue jet.
Nice.
Billy Watson, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's throw money. Taylor, we have a double Billy Watson now. Duplicates. There are no duplicates.
Man, you guys have a magic on stage together. Really magical.
Whoa! Little cars on a road. Little cars in my mind. Little cars everywhere I go. Little cars may suit you fine, but I must have power. I must have energy. I must have power. I must have energy. Little cars on a road. Little cars in my mind. Little cars everywhere I go. Little cars may suit you fine, but I must have power. I must have energy. I must have power. I must have energy. Little cars in the morning, little cars at night, little bugs on my window screen, all squished up and out of sight. Amongst a sea of lightweight people, I'm just trying to get heavy. Amongst a sea of those little cars, I just need to get heavy. Heavy. Little cars on a road. Little cars in my mind. Little cars everywhere I go. Little cars may suit you fine, but I must have power. I must have energy. I must have power. I must have energy. Whoa! Ha!
Wait for it.
I know. I always like to say that. Don't you just hate when they say, wait for it? And then at the end of the video, it's some bogus like lump of stuff. Thank you, Marcy.
Oh yeah, did you see that
Thank
comment
you.
from Marcy? She said,
Yeah, I did.
I've known
was
Robin
reading
since
it. That's
the
why I keep-
80s.
When she
Always
calls me cute, I
appreciated
start
unique
forgetting the
way.
words. No, what's that?
She's known you. She's been following you since the 80s. She's known you since the 80s.
Since Blind Melons,
Wow.
or maybe before that. I don't know. My memory doesn't go back that far. But
Wow.
Marcy's one of the great
She's an OG fan.
supporter of blues music, and she also supports
Aw.
musicians as best she can. She'll do things like pick up artists at the airport and drive them to gigs and people.
Aw.
And I've seen her all up and down the coast. I've seen her up in San Francisco area. All of a sudden, hey, Billy Watson. I'm like, what are you doing here? You know? And Marcy's a great lady. She's so fun. Great lady.
Aw.
That's right. We love Marcy.
Love you, Marcy. I never met you, but I want to meet you now.
Oh yeah, she's cool.
I love you.
Yeah, you'd like Marcy.
Sending love. And thanks for watching the show. Michael's a huge fan of Robin. He's a motorcycle guy up in
Salton City.
Salton Sea, yeah.
Lives on the Salton City.
Oh, who
Yeah.
lives there?
This guy right here, Michael Pritchard,
Michael.
also known as Biker Mike,
That's
And
great.
he's a-
We call him Biker Mike.
and he also makes tomatoes.
Oh, that's tremendous. The Salton Sea is such a mysterious place.
It really is, you know.
Yeah.
I used to watch some like OG like skate videos, and there's
Yeah.
the Salton Sea has like some really epic legendary skate pools, like empty pools that had amazing artwork on them, and people would go skate out there and camp out there in the desert and just make amazing skateboard videos.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Probably didn't have the permits either, but it's fine.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
Who needs permits?
Who needs permits?
Permit, schmermit. Look at the cat head.
Cathead wants to say hi to Billy Watson.
Oh,
How you doing?
she's legendary.
Salton City. Michael's from Salton City.
Salton City. Yep.
This
She's a legend, Cathead.
He is good old Cathead.
Yeah.
She just ate her food, so she's all proud. After she eats her food, she comes over to me like she's like kind of like, I just ate my food. She does. I'm sitting in that chair over there, and she comes up. She scratches the post with her, and the post is torn apart completely.
She's trying to be a good
And
kid.
she just jumps up in my lap, and she has to get a shot of insulin twice a day. So that's when I like grab her. I'm like,
Aww.
sometimes he tries to bite me, but it's actually goes really, really well. Oh, poor
Cathead's a good
Cathead.
kitty.
Good old
Yeah,
kitty.
Cathead's a good
Here,
kitty.
this is our buddy Billy.
He's a nice kitty.
Billy likes it.
Oh, I think you're such a lovely kitty. Look at
Aww.
Cathead.
Isn't that sweet?
Hey,
She was
Cathead.
your mom's cat, right, Robin?
Yep,
Such a good kitty.
Aww.
there
We
was.
got a good kitty here. Yeah, see, we got a kitty. Hey, I hear you have allergies. There was a time where I couldn't even look at a cat, and I changed a diet. I saw a natural healer. He got me on the right diet and all kinds of great supplements, and all I can say is, folks, you can do it too. If you have
tell us, give us the links, Billy. We need the scoop.
Yeah, I think for me it was you have to stop eating bread. And I know it's called the "Why do you want to live" diet. Uh, you can't eat bread, no alcohol, no sugar. You know, all the things you love to eat, you got to knock them off for like 6 months or a year, and you got to recalibrate your system. And I mean, there was a time where if I walked into a house with a cat in it, I'd have asthma and I'd break out in hives. And here I am holding a cat.
Wow.
You know,
I hope
grow out of it.
you won't have an effect later.
No.
Really?
In fact,
Okay.
my gal,
I'm sorry, I didn't know that was an issue. You know,
my gal
or was an
Stephanie
issue.
at the house has 2 cats, and we have a little doggy named Nala, and they all shed incredibly. And I haven't had asthma in 15 years, so that's
amazing.
Yeah, so Cathead is very comfortable right here. We love Cat. Cathead's trying to be a kitty.
She's so sweet.
You're a good kitty, Cathead.
So what happened to that Rory? What happened to our impersonator?
Rory, I think he got stuck working. Let me check on him. I'll check on him. Are you guys gonna play another song?
Sure.
What song?
This is a Blind Boy Fuller song from the early 1930s. And this is the song where everybody yells out, "What's that?" After I sing the lyric about the boll weevil, everybody's supposed to go, "What's that?"
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Billy, I got my egg.
I've got an egg too.
Paperboy calling extra. Have you heard the news? Shot the brown I love, I got them. Walking blues, I keep on walking. Just trying to drive my blues away. I'm so glad that trouble don't last always. Used to be my sweet gal, you soured on me. We won't be together like we used to be. I keep on walking, trying to drive my blues away. I'm so glad the trouble don't last always. I am. Coffee grinds in my coffee, a boll weevil in my meal. What's that? Tack is in my shoe, keeps on sticking in my heel. I keep on walking, just trying to drive my blues away. I'm so glad the trouble don't last always. I'm so glad trouble don't last always. Paperboy calling extra. Have you heard the news? Shot the brown, I love, I got them. Walking blues, I keep on walking. Just trying to drive my blues away. I'm so glad the trouble, you got the tag. Styling like a you know what.
Nice.
Here we go. Okay. Now I can see you. You guys are on fire.
On fire, that's right.
On fire.
Just don't fire us.
Oh, shucks.
No one would ever, in their right mind, even think of that. Come on. Hello.
Would think what? That we're on fire?
That would
To fire you.
Oh, to fire us.
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They should hire you, not fire
Have we
you.
ever
They're
been fired
smart.
before?
They're smart. They'll hire
I've
you.
been fired from so many gigs.
I remember
Really?
I remember one time Kelly Rucker was on the gig, and it was me and Kelly, probably bass and drums, long time ago, before I knew you, I believe. And there was this agent, and sometimes agents just take any old gig, and sometimes they put you in the wrong place. It doesn't fit, and they put this in a country bar where people were like line dancing, like way back in the early 90s, or actually probably in the 80s. And we played one song, and it was like kind of country-ish. It was like hand jive, and I kind of did my own country thing, and they all got on the floor and danced to that. And they're all in their jeans and their big belt buckles and the cowboy hats and their booty wooties and all that stuff. All the chicks have like a little tin of skull in their back pocket. Is it like a little circle on all the girls' butts, And so they're all, like they have their own chewing. They have their own chewing tobacco.
Oh, God.
Wait a minute, Robin. I gotta press the rewind button there.
You know what I mean, right?
Billy's dying over there. I'm dying.
Well, we've played at those places, and
Booty
a lot of the women have. It's almost like a part of the outfit. They'll have like a round tin of Skoal chewing tobacco, and they'll put it in their back pocket. So there's this like round circle on.
It leaves a mark on the jeans, on the denim.
Yeah.
On your denim.
Yeah. So anyway, so we play one song and they dug it, and then we go into another song and it was a shuffle, and they didn't really go into the dance floor too much. And then we played another song, it was a shuffle, and like the owner or the manager came over and said, "You guys can go home now." And he wasn't mean, he wasn't disrespectful or anything, but he just thought, whatever,
That's the
these
worst.
guys play blues, and that's not what we want to hear. In fact, I was just watching the blues today when they're throwing the bottles at the chain.
That's how
at the
I
fence,
feel on some of these gigs. That's funny.
I see what you're saying, Robin. Oh, yeah. Tara said, Sandie says you're her mentor, Robin. She's
she's already great. I mean,
thanks.
To be a mentor, they have to be great to start with.
Robin's a mentor to many, right? Billy,
Right,
you would,
right. He's
Billy
my
would
mentor.
attest. He's the mentor to many. We're like,
Robin, yeah, he definitely, teaches people how to play music and inspires them to take it seriously and keep at it. Everything a mentor does, Robin has done, and he's touched a lot of hearts out there, especially in San Diego. So, I'm not just saying that because he's sitting right next to me. I just known Robin a long time, and we played a lot of gigs together. We've done a lot of traveling. I've done gigs out of state with Robin, or way up north. We've traveled.
Coolidge, Arizona.
Yep, Coolidge, Arizona. We played at
At a cotton farm.
and I don't know.
At the, what
Robin-
was it? That was a VFW or a,
yeah, it was for a birthday party for Pat Robertson. Remember
okay,
the
yeah,
cotton
I
farmer?
sure do.
Pat Robertson would come out from Arizona to see the Mud Sharks all the time,
Yeah.
and coolest lady ever. Her whole family, just nicest people ever. So anyhow, but yeah, Robin has touched a lot of souls. And that's why I'm here today, is because I just couldn't pass this one up. It's just so much fun to hang out, and we just talk about all kinds of crazy stuff. And, you know, it's like, yeah, it's a big deal. I think this is a big deal. I think more people, I wish more people would tune in, and I hope they're all tuning in to see this, because it's a big deal to see Rob and Henkel, especially when you see him play at that music awards. That's going to be a really big deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Biker Mike is sober because of Rob and Henkel. That doesn't,
Wow.
that's a big statement right there.
It really is. It's huge. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right on,
Yeah.
Mike.
No, Robin has changed so many people's lives, including mine. And, you know, he's trying to just get rid of us. It's like swatting us out of here. Hey, get out of here, kids. Get out of here. Don't bother.
Flies. Horse flies.
Get out of here, kid. What do you want? But, you know, if you bother him enough, you might get his time.
Yeah. Well, you know, now, and you kind of know him a little bit, Sandie, is Colum Norris in Northern Ireland. Is when he plays, you can hear me playing. Not on everything, because he was a good player to start with. But I showed him some of those. You're
making me cry, guys. You're making me cry.
And he did a couple of songs. In fact, he said he wanted to get a guitar, and I gave him this little blue guitar that had two big triangles painted on the front of it. And he recorded with that song, and he recorded a song called This Little Guitar.
Oh, wow.
You know, you know, young, got a good voice, is good looking. He's like 26 or so, and he's playing around Ireland, and he's an upcoming dude, you know. You got to interview him sometime.
Yeah.
Get him on your show.
Yeah, I would love to. I'd love to. And Billy, you got to hang out with us. Robin has a fan from Yorkshire coming out at the end of March.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, he's hopefully you get to meet him too.
Maybe we can go to one of your gigs.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Because it'll be cool to,
yeah,
you know, connect.
Have him sit in.
Yeah.
Get up and play with us.
Yeah, and people don't know that you surf.
Of course, it's like 3:00 in the morning over there right now, but
is it? Yeah, that's the thing, is a time difference.
Yeah.
A lot of people just want to throw this in here before it gets deleted, but a lot of people don't know, and I didn't know, Robin, that Billy is a surfer, and he's very much in the surfing community involved and knows a lot of the same people I do. So that's really cool too. So maybe sometime you'll come on the surfing show.
Yeah.
Wow, that'd be cool.
Really nuts.
Talk about the San Diego surfing and stuff. What else? What other things you guys got going on? You guys have a show coming up together, don't you?
That's right. The Courtyard, right? Isn't it the Courtyard?
Oh, that's right.
It's in June.
The Courtyard,
June 13th.
as in Court of Ale, you know. It's in June sometime.
Is that indoors or outdoors?
It's outdoor patio, but it's got an awning over the front, over the top of it.
Ideal.
It's kind of nice, actually. In fact, we'll be. I think we're opening for Bill McGee and oh God, I can't remember.
Zavala Soul. Anthony Collins. Anthony Collins on it.
I don't know. I'll have to look at the flyer.
Yeah, there's all kinds of great play. You know.
Yeah, that'll be a great gig.
Len Rainey and the Midnight Players.
Yeah.
Uncle Len, he's a good guy.
So yeah, that'll be a fun gig. That's, I think, in June though. It's coming up a ways from now.
Billy, these are all the names of the people I hear about at the San Diego Music Awards. You got to come hang out with us this year. You got to come. Maybe
I will. We'll see how it goes. I you know, after working all day slinging surfboards and talking about, I tend to want to get home to my puppy and take her for a walk and call it a night, you know?
Yeah. Wait, what do you do at the surf shop? Tell us a brief rundown.
Oh man, everything. Whatever needs to be done. I unload blanks. I sell blanks. I sell T-shirts, wetsuits. I'm actually a fin expert. I've really taken my put a lot of time in surfing all kinds of weird designs. You know, a lot of surfers, they go surfing just to go surfing, but I enjoyed all the weird I just like being a test pilot for weird shapes and designs. I've done that all my life. And although I'm not surfing as much lately, it's just I put in a lot of time learning about how fins and surfboards work. So my forte at Mitch's is getting people set up with the right set of fins on their surfboards that they might buy somewhere else, or they might buy it at our place. We give them the fins and everything, but people will come to Mitch's specifically to buy fins because we have them and we know about them, where a lot of people don't know. They just put any old fin in the board. You know, that's kind of hilarious to me because it makes a big difference. And I'm really big into that. And then I sell the surfboards, and then, you know, we do everything. I clean the toilets. I do the gardening, you know, whatever it takes, I'm doing it, you know, and that's what I like doing. I like keeping busy. Otherwise I lose my mind. I think I lost my mind already.
Well, you know what? Michael is asking he said, I got to get some shirts. He's a biker dude. Isn't there a vintage bike shop right there too? Like in Solana Beach? There's a little cool little vintage bike shop. You got to go check that out, Michael.
Chopper shop. It's actually Moreland Choppers. They do Harley Davidsons and custom bikes. Yeah. And that business has kind of slowed down quite a bit. So they have a little division of electric bikes.
Oh, really? Wow.
And the cool thing about them, though, is you could get these big, gnarly biker guys to fix your electric bike, because everyone sells electric bikes, but very few people know how to fix them when they break down. And that's their forte. So like initially when they first started, we were all like, what's going on here? Why are the bikers next door opening this she little electric bikes? You know, it's right between Mitch's and Moreland Choppers. They had a little garage. They were usually, you know, hot rodding cars and stuff, working on cars in there. And because they don't have that much business, they decided to open up this little branch of electric bikes, and they're killing it. It's like the biggest thing ever. Tony Hawk is from San Diego. Yes, Tony Hawk is from, I believe, he's from Carlsbad. He's up in Carlsbad, I think.
Yeah, Billy, you got to come on my surfing show.
Come on the surfing.
We'll plan that next. But everybody should go see Robin and Billy. Robin and Billy are going to be playing together, and they're magical on stage together. So
let me find the date for that.
I think it's June 13th.
Yeah. Everybody go see that. And then for those of you also tuning in, Billy, you told me you played for Etta James 3 times.
I opened for her. I didn't.
You opened for her.
Yeah, I opened.
That's crazy.
I was hired at the Belly Up Tavern, and we opened up for Etta James 3 times. And
love that.
Yeah, one of the crew. I think I had Jerry DeMink on one of those gigs. Adrian always played with me. I think Nathan was on a couple. But yeah, I always had to hire like 2 guitarists, a bass, and a drummer. And yeah, it was really interesting to open up. You know, it's a big deal. And on one of the gigs, this fella approached me in the audience, and he had a LP, Etta James's first LP, and he asked me if I could go backstage and get it signed. And I was like, man, they're not going to let me near Etta James. There's all these people buzzing around her, like, you know, like and I went back there, and I actually met her sons after we played, and they were really cool guys. They were like the drummer and they were like the rhythm section. Her sons were playing in the band. And I said, hey, this fella would like to get this signed by your mom. I think she'd like to see this. You know, it's the first LP. And sure enough, he took it back there, and he's got his mom to sign it.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
They were perfect gentlemen. They were the nicest guys you could ever meet. And that I'll never forget that. You know, they were really humble, and they were just just laid back guys. And Etta James was like a superstar, you know. So I also opened up for Johnny Winter at the Belly Up, and the same thing. I didn't get near him, you know, to talk to him at all, but it was a big deal. And that was another pretty high profile thing. So those, you know, I don't think there are many people that can say they've opened up for Etta James 3 times. You know, it wasn't like once or twice. It was like 3.
No, that's
yeah. And I think, I don't know.
It's like you had the golden ticket at Willy Wonka.
I think the person who booked the gig just liked my band. You know, I don't think I was particularly anything special. We joked. I clowned around a lot. I was just different than the usual blues bands at that time, and we were young. So I think it was kind of something they got a kick out of, and we had a lot of energy, let's put it that way. But I wouldn't say I was the greatest harmonica player back then, but we just clowned around a lot and did a lot of wacky stuff on stage. So it was, we got the audiences. We were perfect openers I still to this day claim that I'm a perfect opener for a show like that, because I like to play a 45-minute or hour set and then get the hell out of there, and just hit it hard and quit it.
Yeah.
But these 3 and 4 hour gigs where you're playing over, and it's just like exhausting, and the people, they're not going to last an hour, and so it's kind of funny. But that's what we had going back then.
I bet you'll remember this. There was one show at the Belly Up, and this has got to be 20 years ago or so, and you came out, and you were the only person. The stage is set. You came out, and you were just sitting at a table with a bottle of beer on the table. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And you were just kind of sitting there, like you were sitting in a bar, just kind of bored and looking around, and you had your beer and took a swig off your beer, and then whatever happened, and the band came out.
The band came out one at a time, and then we all started playing. Yeah.
That was great. That was great staging.
So yeah, you know what inspired that was that commercial, that Colt 45 commercial, where the guy's in the bull ring and he's sitting at a table wearing a tuxedo, drinking malt liquor, and there's a bullfight going on around him. And I thought that would be like similar, like the band coming. I'd be just this like completely oblivious to everything going on around me due to complete depression, and the band was going to get me out of my blues. That was like the message.
Yeah.
I don't think the people knew what was going on or got that, but that was the concept.
Yeah. Well, it looked cool. I didn't know that, but
that's where I got the idea.
It looked good all on its own. It was just kind of like something different going on.
Yeah, that's how
a band comes out and plays. Yeah,
it was
band playing.
I mean, we used to do really weird stuff, Sandie. I don't know if you could ask people when I played.
I love this.
In the 90s.
I feel like I'm getting an education. This is better than any college course you guys could take in San Diego. Okay. Any music class you could take. This is the best right here. I'm just taking notes. Okay, guys.
When we first started playing music in town, we would do weird stuff. Like, it wasn't just a blues show. It was kind of like I don't know. It was like a blues comedy, art.
Wait, turn your face over here a little bit this way. This way. Now I could see you. Okay, this way.
Yeah. So
now we could see you.
When we used to do blues shows, they weren't just blues shows. They were kind of like art installations. They were just be entertaining, and a lot of blues guys got mad at me because they thought I was making fun of the blues. But we would do really bizarre stuff. Like, I would come out, and the band would be playing a Link Ray song like Rumble. And I'd come out with an oversized president's man, like Ronald Reagan or Newt Gingrich. And underneath, I'd have
punk rock. That's punk rock.
And underneath, I would have a monster mask. So I'd put the Ronald Reagan mask over the monster mask and line up the holes so I could see. And I'd come out with maracas during Rumble, all creepy. And then I'd take the Reagan mask off and throw it on the ground. And then the band would bust into like a fast boogie, and I'd dance around like a maniac with the monster mask, like this stoic Tor Johnson face, and it was funny,
Yeah, it was hilarious.
It was just
people
silly.
love that. You used to do that at the Coyote.
Yeah,
all
we
the
would
time.
do it at the Coyote. We'd do it at the Belly Up, and people would lose their minds. And then as time went on, I just felt like I had to come up with better material, and audiences just changed. They don't like that kind of stuff. You do that now, and everyone's they're very guarded, and they get scared easily, and so it had its moment. We did it for like 10 years, and it was fun. I would do things like, it was important that the band knew how to back up that kind of a show to make it legit and make it stick, because anyone can clown around, but the music had to be good. The music had to be really top notch. Otherwise, the clowning around stuff would fall right on its face. But because the musicians were so good and they would match all my movement, kind of like an orchestra pit in a movie, you know, like the old silent films. It was like that. You know, they were so good at backing up all my movement that it was entertaining and people dug it. But I think as time came on and as soon as that stupid pandemic rolled around, all the gigs dried up and people just weren't open to that kind of humor, and they just want to hear music and dance. They don't want to be entertained like that anymore. Maybe there are pockets in our country that would do that, but not around here. That's for sure. I could see it. It was really disheartening to look through the circles of the mask and just see people's faces like, what's going on? Like they were horrified, you know, whereas before, before it was like funny. You'd look through the holes and people would be dying, laughing. Beers would be flying in the air. Their shoes would be flying off. But then as time went on, I would do it and they were just horrified. So it was like, okay, we'll just retire that part of the show. And a lot of people are like, come on, don't you put the masks on anymore? You know, I go, nah, I just play harmonica.
What is that? There's a famous picture that I see of you like circulating the internet, Billy, and it's like the Babaluke clan hat or something.
The Fez.
We used to be in the fezzes a lot, you know.
Yeah, we used to wear these fezzes.
We used to all wear them.
We'd all wear like
Is it a fez?
Shriners.
That's what it's called. It's like an Egyptian.
Yeah.
Is it like part of a club or something?
Well,
back
Shriners.
In America, there's a thing called a Shriners.
Yeah.
Are they like Masons or are they something else?
Some of them are affiliated with Freemasons. There's the Scottish Rites Temple, but we had nothing to do with those guys. We just liked the fezzes because they were mysterious looking and wacky looking. And they had little tassel, you know.
Oh my God.
I don't know. It's like steeped in like, I won't say it's a cult, but it's definitely like a secret society, you know. It's a certain, there's certain things that, you know, but in honesty, they all do. The Shriners are
it's like Devo. Like remember Devo had their hats?
Yeah, Devo had their little hats and
stuff.
Hats, you know. Well, the Shriner hats were really cool. They usually had like Arab, like what would you call it? Like
the Turkish crest.
Yeah, they'd had these crazy symbols. They have all these wacky symbols, and we just wore them because they were interesting. And I had like 10 of them. You know, like people would give them to me at shows, and after a while, I think I've got like 8 or 10 fezzes, and I would bring them to the gigs, and we would just wear them for fun. You know. And there have been other bands that do that. I've seen bands where they all wear horns, but they're taking it too serious, you know. We were just joking around, you know. We're just like, hey, let's put the fezzes on, huh? And people will be like, are you guys Shriners? We'd be like, no, we're not. We're just having a good time, you know. But it was funny. But yeah, I recently had Dennis Anderson shot for the Troubadour a picture of me at Mitch's by the outhouse in the back, wearing a Cartoon Network shirt and a fez, and it just looked cool, you know. And I just, why not? I wore the same outfit at the Gator by the Bay, and people seemed to enjoy it. No one was frowning at me or anything, you know. They got a big kick out of it, so that was kind of fun. But that's what that was.
I love it. I love it.
During that period,
oh yeah,
Billy Watson made me
art.
this piece of art.
Oh. That's Robin wearing the hat.
Robin wearing the fez.
Wearing
at the Calypso.
Yeah.
That was shot at the Calypso. And we made it was like a Jack in the Box thing. You could turn it, and it was like Robin's face. He was like, Robin, would you like some pancakes? Oh. That's what that was. I made that for like
mercy. The Belly Up is a great venue. Oh, and you guys have a gig coming up together at are you playing, Robin? Are you doing the Gator by the Bay this year or no? I know you did it last year.
I'll be at 12:40 on Saturday.
Okay.
Which is probably May. Yeah, it's May 9th. It's Mother's Day weekend. It'll be the little stage called the Bayou Grove stage. It's with the one with the hay bale. People sit on hay
that's
bales.
great. That's where we're playing.
And,
that's a
Yeah.
So I'm going to play there at 12:40, and then I'm going to pack up really quickly and drive over to Humphreys. And I'm going to play the happy hour at Humphreys with my band.
Wow. That's
So I'm
Wow.
doing Gator by myself, and then
Wow.
band.
Everybody go watch Robin.
Yeah, that's
Go
good.
follow. And Billy's playing there too on Mother's Day, right?
Uh-huh. Yep, we're at the
Billy's
same
playing at Gator by the Bay. They're bringing in like 10,000 pounds of crawfish.
Yeah, that's their thing.
And
That's what they do.
a bunch of bands from like that area of the South.
Stage that Robin's playing that we're playing at, that Bayou Grove stage, is really cool because it's usually muggy out down, and that Bayou Grove is like all encased in it's like an alcove of trees, and it's cool, and the people sit right up. If you really want to see Robin,
It's gonna be hot.
Yeah, so you go, but it's cool in there because it's shady.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And it's like you get all the seats, and it's close to the stage, and it's a quieter stage. The way our music gets over better, our music's not really designed to be like rock, big outdoor stage blaring. Something gets lost when you try to do that. And that Bayou Grove stage is perfect for blues and people who want to be entertained and want to see what's going on, what the guitars, those other stages, the audience is 150 feet away and no one's really watching you. They're just worried about how they look and how they're dancing and stuff, but they're not really totally focused on
that's more of a listening stage.
So the Bayou Grove stage is way hipper. So, and if you want to see Robin Henkel in action, that's the one to see him at, Bayou Grove. Yeah.
And you too, Billy. You too.
Well, we'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll have a
On Mother's Day. Mother's Day.
Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
Get
Okay.
some crawfish. Here's some real blues.
Yeah.
Here's some real. They have desserts. They have everything. You could dance. You could. You could get a. I think they have like a day pass or a weekend pass. I don't know. It's insane.
They're probably like 50 or bands or so playing over the weekend.
It's like really incredible thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really incredible.
So what's your next move, Sandie Dee?
Well,
you got? You have another show. When's your next show? Next Thursday?
I want to get Billy on my surfing show so we can talk like an hour about surfing.
Okay.
That would be fun. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could tell you anything interesting. I just work at that surf shop. I'm not like the greatest surfer in the world, or I don't even think people know who I am. I just been there a long time,
Maybe you could bring a guest and just talk.
Yeah.
Bring up Marty.
Yeah, bring Marty. That would be funny.
And just talk about stuff,
Yeah. That would be cool.
Wait, is the guy that owns Mitch's surf shop, is he still alive? The original owner?
Mitch is down at the La Jolla shop every day. He surfs every morning. He stand-up paddles every morning, and then he goes into the shop around 2:00. And he's there.
I know a lot of friends that know him. A lot of friends that probably worked at the surf shop at the one and there's what is their competitor? South Beach?
I don't know if they have a competitor, honestly, because
South Beach
is so different. It's just such a wild scenario, and they've been at it for so long. But one thing that Mitch is, I could tell you about, is they were the first surf shop in San Diego, and Mitch's whole thing was that he provided materials for the underground guys, the backyard shapers, and he made it possible for people to make their own surfboards. And it just caught on, and that's how he started, and that was kind of a
with the shell, the
blanks.
With the blanks, blanks. Robin, blanks is like Robin doesn't surf, but you know what blanks are, Robin?
Yeah, I do. I grew up in Southern California, so even though I don't know, I don't surf. A lot of my friends did, and I used to drive around with them when they go to different beaches, and so you kind of get a little bit of an education. God, I remember one time back when we were in high school, my friend had like a 3/4 ton pickup truck, and the rear view mirrors that are the side mirrors, they stick out like about 1.5 feet.
Yeah.
And we're going through the parking lot, and there was a surfboard hanging out of somebody's truck, and he smashed this guy's surfboard with those
giant mirrors.
Those giant mirrors, and
Uh,
bad news. Bad news bears.
There's a lot of tragedy with surfboards.
I remember one time
They get smashed.
I was going from
It's a
Carmel.
whole other show. We're gonna have a whole surfing show.
I was going from where I lived on that lagoon in Carmel Valley, driving into Del Mar proper, and you're going up that little thing that connects with the old highway, Coast Highway.
Yeah.
And it's at nighttime, and I'm like, and get moving along, probably going too fast, and I was in just, and there was a guy like 50 yards ahead of me. I guess he pulled his car over, and he was going, and the next thing I know, clunk, I ran over the guy's surfboard.
Oh no, Robin!
And
No,
I didn't put 2 and 2 together until it was too late.
no.
Poor guy.
Brutal.
So I don't know what happened to the board.
Smash.
Did you hear the sound from the dad of The Simpsons? Don't.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it really was.
No, but that's the thing. Like, people that don't know, if you're done surfing or you're setting up for surfing, setting up to go, a lot of people, they put their board, like put it on the tire and this pavement in the parking lot or wherever you parked. You put it on there, but like if it's a tight squeeze, cars might clip your board. They're not the best drivers. They might clip your board. I don't know, but some people just lazily just throw their board right in the middle where cars got to go, and it's like, okay, then you're asking for your board to get run over. But there's a way to be cool about things, and we just can't teach all that in 1 hour. We would need a whole show and a whole episode.
The whole show.
Yeah. But no, if you're smart, you'll keep your stuff close to your parking spot.
Yeah.
Make it clipped.
The tragedies of surfing.
You might get clipped if you run over somebody's board.
Or guitar.
Yeah.
Robin, I was telling Billy that I'll try to be quick. When you were playing at the Garten, remember all those kids? You were live, and one of your fans was watching from like over there in the corner. One of your fans that likes to dance at your shows, and they were like showing all these kids that were like coming up, toddlers coming up to the stage. They were like gonna knock over your guitars and stuff.
Yeah.
No, we're long.
There was one time when I got
And then the mom would grab the kid and pull it up.
Yeah. Throw them out in the audience. We had our own. We had our own stage bouncers, and they were moms.
They were moms for sure.
That's funny. Oh, and there was one little kid, must have been about, I don't know, 5 or 6, and they were running back and forth on that pavement. I was thinking somebody's got to fall and break their teeth or something, And when this kid would run, he'd go, ah! He'd just like run, ah! And it's like every time he did that, I thought, God, there's going to be some liability going on here. You could tell, the staff is really cool, so they didn't. But they were probably in the back of their heads are going, God, I hope one of these kids doesn't fall over and get injured. Because,
yeah,
stuff, when you let kids go wild, usually parents are really good. When a kid comes up and tries to mess around with the monkey that's in my tip jar, a lot of times the mom will go, no, don't, and people used to mess around with your tip bar.
Oh, I know, I'm cursed.
You used to have I used
to have all kinds of toys, and the kids would just come up and destroy them. Recently, I had a pair of wind-up teeth, like the chattering teeth. And my favorite move, I would wind them up, and I would hold it and hide it, and I'd go, and the little kids would be watching me, and I'd go, achoo, in the teeth, and I'd pretend like I lost my teeth, and I'd go in my hand, you know, and the kids would be like that. Well, I mean, that was one of the gags I would do to little kids. It was my favorite thing because it was funny. It was like vaudeville stuff, and it was safe. But one night, you know, a lady just lets her child just start ripping my stuff to pieces, and the kid overwound it and ruined my teeth. You know, I have to go buy another set of teeth. It's just how it is. That's
why I think a parent invented overalls, because when you have a kid or toddler that's running wild, you just grab them by the overalls. It's perfect. They
right.
No, it
is.
It's like the perfect invention.
Yeah. Well, you remember how people used to like grab your maracas and then they bang them on the floor and destroy them and stuff. You know those things that they booby trap, they put a package on somebody's doorstep and they booby trap it and it blows up. You gotta have some maracas that do that.
Maracas where they blow up and like white, like blue and reds, like powder in their face. My favorite thing though is when you're at a gig and these people grab your stuff. And that's happened to me all my life. Like these women, they get loaded and they grab my maracas and walk off with them like, hey, this is mine. And I have to run out and grab them from them. Well, one of the guys is like, hey, you know, you've been really struggling with this. Or they think they know how to play them and they don't know how to play them. So they said, hey, get a set of maracas and take the beads out and just hand them the stuff that has no beads in them. And that was a great move, you know. It's like these, hey, play, like, can I play the maracas? Sure, here you go. And they don't have any beads in them. And they're over there. They think it's a perfect move, you know.
That's funny.
Yeah, you have to protect.
Well, right now you could get all the empty eggs you want at Walmart or Target. They're selling all the empty Easter eggs.
Do they already have the shake?
You can pass them out in the audience, guys.
My favorite shakers are these
empty Easter eggs. So they think that they're gonna play in the bands, but they're not.
These are called bead brains.
Bead brains.
Bead brains. These are
those are cool.
Little skeletons, and you can get them in different colors. Look, there's the info right there. Am I doing it right?
Where'd you get them?
You know, people give them to me. They know how. They know I like to be wacky, and they I got something for you, and they're like, I'm like, oh, a bead brain, thank you. And I've got them in red, and they come in all different colors, but they're good sounding. You know, you're pretty good sounding for a little thing like that. They're the best egg shaker I know.
Tripping on them.
You like them?
That's so cool.
Cathead likes them
because she ignores almost everything. She's checking Billy out big time.
She's a baby.
Hey, little buddy.
You're a good kitty.
Yeah, she is a good kitty.
I hope everyone had fun out there. Do you think everyone's having fun out there? My buddy Robin.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should play the song. Do you think we should wrap it up?
Whatever you think, boss. You're the boss.
I'm the boss.
Yeah. They miss you on TikTok.
I know.
They miss you on TikTok, boss.
I know. I'm if I start talking about it, I'm gonna like tell a sob story for like 20 minutes. So we better just not be on TikTok for the moment. I'm not saying it's forever, you know, but it's just for right now.
Whenever you come back, everybody's gonna be happy again.
Oh, in fact, I noticed that a lot of times I post stuff on Facebook, like the first 10 people that respond are like, you know, Kel and
from TikTok,
Mike Pritchard and Steve Edwards and Tanya.
Yeah.
And so it's all of those and so that's really, really sweet. It means a lot to me to see that.
Well, you have a lot of years under your belt on there, and you have over 1 million followers, and I don't know how many likes. You probably have like 10 million likes or
no. I have to check it because I haven't gone on TikTok. I think when you don't go on, I think a lot of people unfollow you, but I think it's probably like 250 or so thousand.
It takes a lot of work. You got a lot of years in
million
to what you achieved over there. So it's a huge accomplishment. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like that's what happens when you do it every single day.
Yeah.
3 or 4 years,
Yeah, very huge.
And with With Cathead by my side, I can't go wrong.
Ah, she's a baby. She's so sweet.
Were you gonna get ready to say something?
I just said she's so sweet, Cathead. We love everybody. She's a legend.
We love Cathead.
We love.
I'm sitting here 1,000 miles from nowhere in this one-room country shack. I'm sitting here 1,000 miles from nowhere in this one-room country shack. My only worldly possession, raggedy old 11-foot cotton sack. I wake up every night by midnight. Baby, I just can't sleep no more. I wake up every night by midnight. I can't sleep no more. Only crickets and frogs keep me company. Scott Smart, hey buddy. And his wind is howling by my door. I'm going to leave here in the morning. Before I go out of my mind, I'm going to leave in the morning, child. Baby, before I go out of my mind. I got to find me some kind of companion, even if she deaf, dumb, crippled, and blind. Take us out of here, Billy. Billy Watson.
Oh my gosh, you guys killed
Sandie
it.
Dee. Sandie 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 Dee. Hey, Bill, I got my hair cut from this chick out in Staten Island.
Oh my god.
Sometimes I'm walking down the road. I get all messed up. I forget where I'm going. This ain't nothing like anything that I'd ever known. When I see her, my trash starts overflowing. She's slippery, like a watermelon seed. She's sure enough slippery. She got everything I need. Creeping into my dreams when I'm sleeping in the night. This little girl has got me wrapped up real tight. I don't know her name or who she is. Somebody told me it was Sandie Dee. She's got me all messed up. She's got me all messed up. Where are my singers? She's got me all
Messed up.
She's got me all messed
All
up.
messed up.
Like nobody's beeswax. Here we go. Sandie Dee, thank you.
We went overtime. Thank you.
Anything fun.
Thank you. We had so much fun. Thank you everybody for watching. Everybody go follow Robin and Billy Watson. If you haven't already, get with the program. I don't know, you better wake up and have some coffee. If you've been sleeping, wake up and everybody go follow these guys, and maybe I'll see you there at the show. Come to the San Diego Music Awards, and we'll see you there. And
That'll be cool.
what else, Billy? Anything you want to tell?
I got
Tell the
nothing.
audience.
We covered all the bases.
We covered it all.
We covered a lot of bases here. I don't want to be a windbag, you know. Yeah.
All right, I'll close it out with the surfing show. Here's the surfing show. Bill, stay tuned for Billy Watson on the surfing show. Here we go.
Getting salty with Sandie Dee here at the beach. Stand on my feet. There's no place that I would rather be than getting salty with Sandie Dee.
things are gonna go right.